Hello, my beautiful people. Welcome back to One Piece Bounty Rush. I hope you're all having a good day. Today, I'm back with another gameplay video. And today's gameplay is going to be on my 6-star Boost 2 Blue Defender Egghead Sanji. Egghead Sanji was released around the time Commissary Shanks and Lucci first dropped. And when he first dropped, everybody called this guy a hidden EX. Well, I don't know about everybody, but most people call him a hidden EX. Because this guy had the same trait as Jabra, to where he can stack his defense, and the more defense you had, the harder he hit. So in other words, he can hit insane amounts of damage just by simply playing defender, really, and just getting your defense stacks up. Overall, Sanji, amazing defender when he first dropped. A lot of people love the guy, but how does he do in today's meta? Guys, I can say with pure confidence, without a doubt in my mind, Sanji still deserves the title of Hidden EX. This guy is absolutely insane still in the meta. And the cool thing is, recently, he became part of the rookie mission. So that means when you first start playing the game, once you complete the easy and medium difficulties and get to the hard missions, that's where you can unlock Egghead Sanji for free. You get him up to 5-star. Now, at 5-star, he's not as good as 6-star, but I can say with pure confidence, though, he's absolutely insane. This guy can handle pretty much most of the meta characters. Sabo, you can wipe the floor with easily, and if you so happen to counter, activate his counter, don't worry, you can easily destroy his shield due to his traits. And Garp, you can wipe the floor with too. As long as you are stacked up on your defense, you can one-shot Garp. I one-shotted Garp, I don't know how many times as Sanji. It's really easy. And I can say this too, Kuzan, you can handle Kuzan. You gotta be a bit more strategic when it comes to Kuzan, because keep in mind, Kuzan can take away your defense increase, but it doesn't mean that he can absolutely wipe the floor with you. You just gotta be a bit more careful against Kuzan, but you can kill him though. So yeah, that's what I have to say about the guy. So let's go into the medals, summarize the skills and traits, and dominate league. So for medals, I'm gonna be rocking a medal set that I believe is the best medal set for the guy, and that's Kaido medal, the Man Who Shook the World medal, and Blast Breath medal. The main purpose of this medal set is to provide him with as much skill 1 cooldown as possible, because I get it when I get hit. Now the reason for that, we'll get into when we go into the skills. Stats, we're focused on HP and defense, because he's a defender at the end of the day, wanting to tank as much as possible. And on top of that, like I said, just like Jabra, the more defense he has, the harder he's gonna hit. So running 70% defense means he's gonna be hitting like a goddamn truck right off the bat. So if you really think about it, I'm running 70% HP, attack, and defense. Character boost is fully boost 2 plus 4, because I got these things over here. To summarize his skills, skill 1, this is your bread and butter. This is your only way of healing. That's why I say skill 1 cooldown is a must-have, because you want to have access to this as much as you can. Pretty much how the skill works, Sanji will enter this stance, and while in this stance, he resists stagger, being down, and knockback. Now, here's the cool thing about this skill. The way how the healing works is based on how much damage you took, you're going to heal 70% of it back. Let's say, for instance, you took like 10k damage and you do skill 1, you're going to heal 7k, because that's 70% of the 10k damage you took, which is a very cool way of healing. Once you let go of the skill button, Sanji will just kick forward and just knocks back anyone he hit. Again, the damage is based on your defense, so it can hit really dang hard. I don't know if I mentioned this already, but he reduced damage received by 70% while in that stance too, so yeah. Skill 2, on the other hand, this skill, just like the first skill, damage is scaled off your defense. This is your average, teleport skill. Just use this skill to teleport onto your opponents and just possibly one-shot them. This is the main skill you're going to be using to one-shot people, because it hits really freaking hard, let me tell you. And that's about it for that. To summarize his traits, this guy has one of my favorite ways of stacking defense in the game. When you or your allies get hit, you stack your defense by 3% for each hit, and the max is 70%. On top of that, you get a skill 2 cooldown by 3% if you or your allies get hit on as well, which that's absolutely freaking insane. So not only am I getting skill 1 cooldown if I get hit, if I don't have my skill 2 on me, I'm getting skill 2 cooldown at the same freaking time. That's absolutely insane. And so pretty much the playstyle with Sanji is chill in the background, let your teammates fight, get your defense increases, and then you can start being a bit more aggressive. It's crazy. Let's see what else. Inside your captured treasure, you resist stagger, knockback, and you nullify status effects. Very good trait as usual. Charge treasure to 150%. Most defenders have that. Here's a cool trait. When attacking something with a shield, aka Sabo or whatnot, you increase your damage by 300%. So you can just absolutely annihilate shields. And that's really, those are like the most noteworthy ones, really. As I stated, it's Egghead Sanji, brilliant character. I, of course, am glazing the frick out of this character for obvious reasons, because I'm a blue and defender main, and this is my new favorite Bounty Fest defender in the game. This is my new favorite Bounty Fest defender. I love him so much. He's so much fun to use. I highly suggest you guys try him out. He's so much fun. Let's go into the support now, shall we? I am on the wrong screen. I am rocking 161% support with the Attacker, Straw Hat, Paramecia, Captain, New World, and Worst Generation tags. Hope you all do enjoy the video. If you do, make sure you smash the like button, subscribe, and turn post notifications. And let's head right into the gameplays. All right, everyone? Alrighty guys, so here we are with the first match of today's video. As I said in the intro, guys, oh my god, I love Egghead Sanji. This is now my new favorite Bounty Fest character in the entire game. Because oh my god, like, he's just so much fun, man. And then like, he's blue and he's a defender. My two favorite things in the game. And, like, he's just overall, the way how they made this character is it's amazing. I just love that he can stack his defense from either you or your allies getting hit. That's one of the coolest ways of stacking defense I've ever seen. I think Kuzan defense stacking is the best because it's by 10% for each hit and max is 70%. So you get hit something like, what, 7 times? But honestly though, I think Sanji has the best. In my opinion, his is the best. Because that's just, it just allows you just like, okay, let me just chill back, charge up the flags, and my team is going to be fighting and stuff. And I'm just getting tankier and tankier as the match goes on, you know? Simple as that. Like, Egghead Sanji doesn't require much skill to use. It's just a lot of, you know, it's just a lot of just playing the game normally, you know, just dodge, use your skills properly, which, speaking of skills, a lot of people tend to use this skill 1 wrong. This is my advice for anybody that wants to play Egghead Sanji on how to use them properly. Here's my advice. When using skill 1, treat it as, again, this is your only way of healing. So if you just do the skill outright when you have like full HP, yeah, don't do that, because guess what? You're now just lacking any sort of heals. And if you get hit by like a really hard hitting skill, there's nothing you can do about it because you can't heal because you already did skill 1. There are times to where you should use skill 1. Well, yeah, there's only certain instances where you should be doing skill 1. Number 1, obviously, if you need to heal. Number 2, if you're outside your treasure area. Like, if you're outside your treasure area and, you know, you're gonna get stagger and stuff, then I will see that as another reason as to, you know, do it. Because, you know, you can get like the upper hand. Like, you know, resisting stagger most of the time in 1v1s give you the upper hand most of the time. Excuse me, I just got done eating. Another thing too is try to use it to tank certain attacks. Because remember guys, Sanji is a defender that relies on defense. He can stack it and whatnot. However, a cool thing that you can do is let's say for instance you dodge opponent's skill or something, and you know they got their other skill, and let's say that other skill ignores defense. You can use skill 1 to give yourself that 70% damage reduction, and you can tank the skill that was going to ignore your defense. So yeah, those are instances to where I think doing skill 1 is reasonable. Those 3 instances. You need to heal, you're outside your treasure, you need to resist stagger, or you need to tank something that ignores defense. Those are the only three instances where you should be doing it. Other than that, save skill 1 up as much as you can. That's it for the first gameplay. Let's move on to the next gameplay of today's video, shall we? Alrighty guys, so here we are with the second match of today's video. Yeah, I'm hoping those tips help you guys out for learning how to use Egghead Sanji, Do keep in mind that he is a defender. He is a very hard-hitting guy. Like you guys saw in the first gameplay, I was just one-shotting or doing a crap ton of damage to a lot of the opponents. But yeah, he can hit really hard, but it doesn't mean you should play him like a strict attacker. He is a defender at the end of the day. Play a defender, charge up your treasure areas, guard the treasures, watch your map. And if need be, if you can be aggressive or something to like grab a flag or something along those lines, then yeah. Then I say start playing like an attacker, because my god, does he hit like a goddamn truck. I am, of course, glazing the frick out of Egghead Sanji, but guys, please understand, I have not used a different Blue Defender in so long. The fact that I'm using a different one and he's really freaking good, oh my god, it brings a tear to my eye. Because guys, like the last usable Blue Defender I have is S-Snake. That's it. I don't hate S-Snake. I love using her. I have a lot of fun using her. But believe me when I say I get bored of using the same defender. I want to have fun, I want to have fun and use different characters, especially defenders, because I love the defender role. A lot of people don't like the defender role, but I love it. I love the role a lot. I find the role really funny to play. So for me to be able to just use a defender like this, oh man, I'm just so happy, guys. I'm so happy right now. I can truly, I don't know what would be the right terms of words. Like I could die happily, I guess. Well, not really. I don't want to die right now, but yeah, you get what I'm saying though. But I think I've been on this topic long enough. I think I'm gonna talk about something else now. 6.5 anniversary. It's right around the corner. I do not remember the date. Did it say the 15th? Is the 15th? Did it say it's coming out on the 15th or was it the 16th? I could be wrong, but pretty much 6th anniversary I think is on, no, not 6th anniversary, 6.5 anniversary is on the 15th. I could be wrong about that because I don't remember, but yeah, 6.5 is literally here, guys. It's finally freaking here. I'm hoping you all saved your rainbow diamonds because I didn't. You got me. I did my summon video on Lucci. And yeah, I spent all my rainbow diamonds. I don't regret it, by the way. I got Lucci 5-star, I got Blue No 5-star, and I got Jabra 5-star, all in that one banner. I say that was a pretty good deal. Now, I'm sure I'm sure one of the main questions you guys are gonna ask me is if I'm gonna summon for the newest EXs. It depends. I'm not just gonna summon for any EX character, guys. Like when it comes to this is the thing about me, guys. When it comes to EXs, I don't want to just go for the latest EX character because the character is good. That's dumb. I mean, go for whoever you want to. You can go for the meta and stuff like that. You do you. But me personally, I don't like to just play the meta. I want to go for characters that I really like. Well, this is the end for this gameplay. Let's move on to the third gameplay, and I'll continue on what I'm saying. Alrighty guys, so here we are with the third match of today's video. So yeah, like I was saying in the second gameplay, I don't want to just summon for any EX character, guys. Now, again, it doesn't mean that I don't like to play the meta. I don't mind using meta characters. It's just that, only playing the meta, brother, that gets boring. You want to switch it up sometimes. I want to play as a step up character every once in a while. I want to play as a Bounty Fest character every once in a while because it's fun. I have a lot more fun using a step up and a Bounty Fest than I do an EX because I don't know if it's because Step Up and Bounty Fest take a lot more skill than an EX character does, or what. I don't know what it is, but using those types of characters are just a lot more fun, in my opinion. So here's how this is how I do things, guys. When it comes to summoning for EX characters, there's like multiple factors as to why or if I'm gonna summon on the character. One of them obviously being the element. You guys know me. I main the blue element. That's like the main element that I use a lot. I'll use red and green sometimes, but most of the time I'm using blue. I love the blue element. So the EX character has to be blue for me to like really go for them. If they're not blue, the chances of me summoning for them are really low, like extremely freaking low. Because again, I'm not really gonna use the character that much if it's not my favorite element, you know. However, however, what will make me really summon for the character is if it's a character that I really like AKA my favorite One Piece character. If there ever is a day, which I highly doubt will ever happen, but if there ever is a day that we get an EX Law, guys, come on, you know I'm going for him. It doesn't matter what element he is. It doesn't matter what role he is. You know I'm going for him, and I'm gonna boost for him because that's my boy. That's my favorite One Piece character. I love Law. Okay, so of course I'm gonna get him. Of course, and obviously another factor will be the role. You guys know me. I main the defender role. I just said in the second gameplay I love the defender role. So yeah, if the character is blue, a defender, and is one of my favorite characters, i.e. Law or Kaido, who's my favorite villain, then best believe I'm summoning for them. But if it's just like a random or, you know, a relevant character in One Piece, like a lot of people say we can get an EX Kizaru and a Saint Saturn, which that would be pretty cool. Would I summon for them? No, because I'm not interested. Unless they're blue. If they're blue, then I'm interested. But if they're not blue, I'm not interested. Because I am not summoning. I'm gonna just save my gems for characters that I really like. Of course, I have no problem playing with meta. I have no problem with that. But most of the time, I'm gonna play the characters that I like the most. I think the only time that I'll really play as the meta characters is if I'm really struggling to, like, you know, climb up in league. But that's it for the third gameplay. Let's move on to the fourth and last gameplay of today's video, shall we? Alrighty guys, so here we are with the fourth and last match of today's video. Now, some of you may be wondering, well, who am I saving my rainbow diamonds up? Like, let's say hypothetically that the new EXs aren't, you know, blue or characters that I'm interested in. Who would I be summoning for right now? Which, this one should be a pretty obvious answer. There's two characters, as the time of me recording this video, there's only two characters that I really want that I'm going to go for that are EXs. One is the Blue Defender Kaido, because, come on, do I even need to say anything? And then two is the Hybrid Yamato. Hybrid Yamato, in my opinion, is looks like one of the funnest EXs in the entire game. I love her gimmick of a frostbite, and it has different levels to it, and the higher the level, the harder the frostbite hit. That's so sick. I love that gimmick so much. And overall, she seems like a really fun character to use. I already have a metal set in mind of what I'm gonna put on her, because I'm sure you guys know that one meta, like the Going Merry meta, I believe it was called. You know, like when hitting enemy with your normal attack that is skill 2 cooldown. That's like the best metal set for her because it just allows you to get your shield back, which is the main thing you're gonna be relying on is her skill 2. Yeah, her and Kaido, those are the only two characters I'm going for. There's only one Bounty Fest character that I really want, and that's Niji. I really want Niji because he's my playstyle. That guy, a blue runner whose gimmick is all about perfect dodging. I love it. I'm in love, brother. Give me that character right now. Those are the three characters that I'm saving up my Rainbow Diamonds for: Niji, Hyper Yamato, and Defender Kaido. I'm not summoning for anybody else unless there's like a brand new blue character that comes out and they're really cool. Other than that, I'm not summoning for them. But yeah, though, guys, that's it for today's video. As you can tell, because we 5-0'd them, we absolutely dominated. Thank you guys for taking your time out today to watch this video. I hope you all did enjoy the video as much as I enjoyed making it. If you guys did enjoy the video, make sure you guys smash the like button, subscribe, and turn on post notifications. And I'll, of course, see y'all in the next video, alright? Peace out, everybody.